Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your instructor, Pierre Huey, aka Mr. P. The P is for patience, the P is for perseverance, the P is for pass your motherfucking test. I got some other people that's been online that's been rocking with me. They passed their test, y'all. Most let's see. The most immediate one that I want to give props to is Rakim Houston. All right. More on him later. We will be doing interviews with that young man. And I got a couple of other post-test, post-practical exam interviews coming up. All right. Okay. I know y'all probably thought I forgot about you. I did not forget about y'all. All right. Got full court Friday. Let's get into it. Okay. First things first. We are always not now. Don't do that. Not now. Leave me alone. All right. First things first, we always jump on this CIB. What does the CIB stand for? Candidate Information Bulletin. What is the purpose of the CIB? It is to tell you what they are looking for primarily on the test. Okay. Now, is it 100% verbatim exactly what they're looking for on the test? No, but it gives you a very, very, very strong idea. Now, if you want some more pertinent high percentage information, then obviously go get my class, Pass Barber Theory. That is the name of it. Links in my bio everywhere. You can find me anywhere at Pierre Huey. Right there, you can find me anywhere. That spelling right there. Links in all my bios. They lead to the same place, my online library, which is getting larger. I got a couple of other classes I'm excited to put on there. So to my OG, Michelle, to my OG Michelle, I ain't forgot about you. Y'all, I got one with Michelle Phipps Carasino. It is what were we calling it? Length on top, fade on the bottom. That class is coming soon to the online library. And I also got none other than Tamara Hunter of I Am Pretty Braiding Academy. Okay. We got braid on top and fade on bottom. And we also got plaits on top, fade on bottom. All right. So basically, we teaching you how to handle all of this up here, different styles. So I got 3 classes from 2 different people coming up. All right. Very excited about that. Until then, let's get y'all this license. Let's get y'all past Barber Theory, get y'all past Barber Practical. All right. Okay. First things first, on the CIB, you have scientific concepts, 35%. Implements and equipment, 10%. Hair care services, 40%. Facial hair and skincare services, 15%. Now, which one out of those 4 is the most failed scientific concept? So why do I have such a heavy emphasis and focus on scientific concepts? Because if you can get past that one, a lot of these other ones, you can tend to develop educated guesses. You can relax. You can take this test more with confidence. But scientific concepts is the number one that people get on that test and they're just like, okay, I don't know where to start with some of these questions. All right. So let's break it down. But full court Friday, we go through the whole thing. What I may do is break this down in videos. We're just going to see how it go. But scientific concepts got 5 points of contact that we're looking for. A, infection control safety practices. B, human anatomy and physiology. C, identify signs, symptoms, and conditions, disorders, and diseases related to skin. D, identify signs, symptoms, conditions, disorders, and diseases related to hair. And E, basic chemistry of products used in barbering. Now, be aware, when they say basic chemistry of products used in barbering, that what I like to do is also take from the chemical texture services and relate it to scientific concepts, because a lot of that information tends to overlap. Okay. Just keep that in mind. All right. So first part, infection control, safety practices. Let's get into it. Page 54. Let's start. Okay. OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration. That's what OSHA stands for. Okay. Created as part of the U.S. Department of Labor, regulate and enforce safety and health standards to protect employees in the workplace. They are responsible for the material safety data sheets, which later on became the safety data sheets. All right. That's the biggest thing to know about them. Next, you have the EPA. The EPA is the Environmental Protection Agency. They register all types of disinfectants sold and used in the United States. What are disinfectants? They are chemical products that destroy most, but not all, bacteria, fungi, and viruses on surfaces. You got two types: hospital level disinfectants and tuberculocidal. Okay. What else we got for agencies? You also got the FDA, which stands for Food and Drug Administration. Basically, they're regulating food and drugs. Okay. Let's see. Anything else from here? Yes, infection control refers to the methods used to eliminate or reduce transmission of infectious organisms. Barbers must understand and remember the following 4 types of potentially harmful organisms. That is bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites. Which one out of those 4 are they going to talk about the most? They're going to talk about bacteria the most likely. Okay. I've seen more evidence of them talking about bacteria than the other ones, but we're going to go through them. Okay. Bacteria, single-celled microorganisms, have both plant and animal characteristics. Hang on, y'all. I'm trying to get this mic together. All right. Now let's see. I think we might have it. I think we might be getting somewhere. Okay. What is a microorganism? Any organism of microscopic or submicroscopic size. All right. You got 2 types of bacteria. You got non-pathogenic, you got pathogenic. Non-pathogenic, harmless. Okay. They can actually help you. They'll help you break down food, protect against infection, and stimulate the immune system. Pathogenic is the bacteria we want to stay away from. They are the harmful microorganisms. They can cause disease or infection in humans when they invade the body. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the classifications of pathogenic bacteria. All right. Now we're getting into a little bit of high percentage type stuff. And you basically just have to, since we're doing public study, you just have to find your way within all of this stuff to try to get to the high percentage stuff. Because if you want exactly high percentage stuff, you got to get the class. You got to pay for that part. All right. But I do have it. All right. So 3 classifications of pathogenic bacteria. You got 3. You got cocci, bacilli, spirilla. Within the cocci, let's back up. Cocci, round-shaped bacteria. They can appear alone or in groups. Bacilli are short and rod-shaped. Most common bacteria and produce diseases such as tetanus, typhoid fever, tuberculosis, and diphtheria. And last, you got spirilla. They are spiral or corkscrew-shaped bacteria. They are subdivided into subgroups such as Treponema pallidum, which causes syphilis and Lyme disease. All right. Within the cocci family, you got 3 more classifications. All right. So you got Staphylococci, Streptococci, Diplococci. Staphylococci grow in clusters like bunches of grapes. They are responsible for abscesses, pustules, and boils. Streptococci is responsible for things such as strep throat. All right. They can cause infections such as strep throat, like I said, and blood poisoning. And then you have Diplococci. They resemble spheres like, basketballs or baseballs or something like that. They grow in pairs and cause diseases such as pneumonia. All right. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about viruses. Viruses, submicroscopic particle that infects and resides in the cells of a biological organism. Okay. They are capable of replication only through taking over the host cell's reproductive function. Viruses are so small that they can only be seen under the most sophisticated and powerful microscopes. Okay. Let me turn this down a little bit. And this a little bit. Okay. Where are we? Difference. I might need a little bit more on that. Okay. One difference between viruses and bacteria is that a virus can live and reproduce only by taking over other cells and become a part of them, while bacteria can live and reproduce on their own through a process called mitosis. Okay. Next, we have fungi. Single-cell organisms grow in irregular masses. They include molds, mildews, and yeast. They can produce contagious diseases such as ringworm. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. Let's see. Mildew is another fungus. It affects plants or grows in inanimate objects, but does not cause human infections in the barbershop. Okay. The most frequently encountered fungal infection resulting from hair surfaces is Tinea barbae. Tinea stands for ringworm. Barbae stands for beard, basically. All right. It's also called Barber's itch. Tinea barbae is a superficial fungal infection caused by a variety of dermatophytes, which are fungi that require keratin for growth. You also have tinea capitis, which is a fungal infection of the scalp characterized by red papules or spots at the opening of the hair follicles. All right. Next, we got parasites. They are organisms that grow, feed, and shelter on or inside another organism, referred to as a host. While contributing nothing to the survival of that organism, they must have a host to survive. Okay, that's the biggest quality about parasites. All right. Two types of parasites commonly encountered in the barber environment: head lice and scabies. Scabies is a contagious skin disease and is caused by the itch mite, which burrows underneath the skin. All right. Next, talk a little bit about preventing the spread of disease. Sterilization is the process that destroys all microbial life, including spores. Disinfectants do not destroy spores. The process of sterilization does. It is the highest level of decontamination. Next is disinfection. After that is sanitation. Okay. So technically, sanitation is the lowest form. Sterilization is the highest. Disinfection is next. Is basically in the middle, but it covers a lot it covers a very high percentage of decontamination. But sterilization is 100% decontamination. All right. That's the difference. Cleaning. Talk about cleaning. Cleaning is a mechanical process. Okay. You're scrubbing, and you're usually scrubbing with a mild soap and water or something like that. Disinfecting is a chemical process. Sanitation tends to be a chemical process. Okay. Disinfecting has stronger chemicals. The effectiveness or the efficacy, as the EPA wants you to refer to it as, is basically higher because you're using the chemicals from the disinfectant. They have a higher concentration. Okay. All right. Anything else from here? Yes. Household bleach is 5.25% sodium hypochlorite, an effective disinfectant, and has been used extensively as a disinfectant in the barbershop. Just remember that, sodium hypochlorite. All right. So I'm going to keep this within 15 minutes. Let me see if I got where's my sound? Where's my sound? Where's my sound? Hurry up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right. Find something quick. Let's find something quick. What else we got? What else we got? All right. Implements, tools, and equipment. We're going to skip that. That's its own chapter. All right. General anatomy and physiology. Here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing to know about that one. All right. First of all, anatomy is the study of the human body structures. Physiology is the study of the functions of the body structures. Okay. To give you an example, anatomy would be this is my hand, this is the palm of my hand, 5 fingers. The example of physiology would be my palm, my fingers, they close and make a fist. Okay. That's the difference. Cells, basic units of all living things, from bacteria to plants to animals, including human beings. Without cells, life does not exist. When cells reproduce, they have the ability to reproduce, and they provide new cells for the growth and replacement of worn or injured ones. Mitosis is the usual process of cell reproduction. Okay. They divide into daughter cells. Now, real quick, let's talk about a collection of similar cells perform a particular function. That's called tissue. There are 4 types. You got connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, nerve tissue. Within connective tissue, you have adipose tissue, which is a technical term for fat. The study of the tiny structures found within tissue systems is referred to as histology. Okay, I just blessed y'all with a very, very high percentage one right there. All right. Make sure you was paying attention. All right, what else we got here? As far as anatomy, physiology, the only other thing is basically knowing about the cranium. Pretty simple stuff, pretty self-explanatory. What is the cranium? Oval, bony case. It protects the brain, okay? When I do that, that cranium is protecting my brain from getting hit, all right? What else we got? Muscular system, cover shape, supports the skeleton, functions to help reproduce movement within the body. Myology, study of the muscles. 3 parts to a muscle: origin, belly, insertion. All right. Anything else from here? Not really. Okay. All right, that's 15 minutes. I will be back for part 2. I'm going to break these down throughout the day. All right. See y'all soon.